Hi there, I'm Dr. Carlton. I'm going to be your instructor for Management 3320 this semester. Welcome you to the class. We're going to spend a few minutes talking about the class, going through the syllabus with the purpose of allowing you to review this, and we're going to jump right in and start solving problems our first day of class. So bear with me as we go through this. I'll be doing a little bit of reading. But hopefully this is helpful information that you can refer back to. Maybe save us a little class time as well. Again, Dr. Carlton. I am located, my office is Coffin 215. My telephone number in the office is 912-279-5892. Email is wcarlton@ccga.edu. You are free to contact me either by phone or by email at any point. I do not hold office hours. I am available on campus just about any time of the day. I also serve as Director of Athletics, so I'm here virtually 8 o'clock in the morning until sometimes 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So please feel free to contact me as you need to. It's always best if you call me by phone that you would leave a message and I'll return your call. Certainly email, I'll respond to that as well. A little bit about the course. 3-hour class, 2 prerequisites. You should have had Management 3100, also Math 2112, which is probability and statistics. Both of those should pass with a C or better. This class is a core class in the business program, which means that you need to pass this course with a C or better in order to continue to progress in the business program. But that's not going to be a problem for you, I'm sure. What do we need? You'll need a textbook, definitely. The textbook is Russell and Taylor Operations Management. It is the 9th edition. This is the first semester for the 9th edition. And you'll find that the ISBN is listed in the syllabus, and you'll also find it on the shelf in the bookstore. Of course, you may purchase that wherever you would like to. You'll also have other materials that I'll post on D2L, including PowerPoint slides. The PowerPoint slides that I'll put up after class, not in advance of class. As we go through our graded exercises, there's really 5 sources of grades that you'll have. We'll have quizzes, we'll have exams, we'll have operations management case problems, class attendance, and then a final exam. There will be about 9 or 10 quizzes through the semester. Each one of those quizzes, the total of those quizzes will add 10% to your grade. So each quiz is about worth 1% of the course grade. We'll have 2 exams. Each exam is worth 20% of the course grade. So a total of 40% of the course. That'll come after each major block. There will be a final exam that's 25%. Everyone is expected to take the final exam. And then finally, 5% for class attendance. It's very important for everyone to attend class, and so I put a little weight on that requirement to attend class. Graded assignments are expected to be turned in at the beginning of class. Quizzes are typically take-home. I'll give you the quiz one day, and then the next class meeting you'll be expected to turn that in at the beginning of class. The exams are all of our exams, or each exam is comprehensive on the block of material, and the final exam is comprehensive for the course. We'll also be having an operations management case problems. It's like a term problem. There'll be 4 major problems to work on for your group. You will self-select your groups of 2 or 3 students per group, and we'll certainly talk about that more as we get into the exam. Grades will be on the normal grading scale for A, B, C, D, 90%, 80%, 70%, so forth, and we'll talk about grading more as we get into the course as we see each exercise and so forth. Other than that, the syllabus is pretty standard. I expect you to come to class, and I want you to work hard. A little bit more about the class. I know you, and we'll talk about this some in the first couple of lessons, but you probably have heard that this is a difficult class, and that's okay. It is probably a difficult class. It's not like any class that you've ever had before, in the sense that we have about 8 different blocks of material, and each one of those blocks is standalone. The information, the tools, the techniques are unique to that block. So if you do well in one block, it does not necessarily mean you'll do well in the next block or pick up that material. It's not a course that builds on itself. On the other hand, the good news is if you don't do well in one block, you can very well do very well in the next block. So I would encourage you to hang with us, hang in there and give a good effort. I've found over the years that those students who give any kind of a reasonable effort are going to be successful. Vast majority of the students in this class earn a C or better. I'd love it if everybody earns an A. I'm not against that. In almost always, the students who struggle in this class struggle because they don't give a good effort. They don't come to class. They don't work the quizzes, and they don't work the problems that's necessary to get an understanding of the material. So it is different. It's quantitative. We're going to be doing a lot with mathematics, with probability and statistics, but it's not any mathematics that's going to be any more difficult than just high school algebra types of things and basic probability and statistics. We'll use the normal distribution and a few other probability distributions, but nothing to be scared at all. The thing that's interesting about this class is that we're going to use mathematics to address and measure and solve business problems, probably in a way that you've never thought about before. And you'll see how important these tools can be to business. We'll study things like a statistical process control. How do we maintain quality and control? Inventory, waiting line analysis, and large-scale planning and production questions we'll be able to answer. So I think you'll find this interesting, again, if you just hang with us. The problems that we're going to be solving are real-life problems, which is you'll find to be quite interesting. We will use Excel, and we will use it extensively. Excel or tools similar to Excel are very powerful, and you'll be amazed at the kind of things that you can do with that tool and how you can help use it to solve problems. We'll go fairly quickly through the material, which is another thing that's different. We won't spend a lot of time on any one particular subject, so you'll need to pick up the material quickly because we'll move ahead. Let's see. I expect you to pay attention in class. I expect you to ask questions. I will never not answer a question that you have. I would appreciate any of the questions, because if you have a question in the class, I know that a student next to you has a similar question. and I'll always stop and as necessary, divert the class to answer whatever question you have. One thing that may be unique about this class as well is that everything that we do in our class is going to be open book and open note. I believe that life is open book and open note. You'll see that we have a lot of formulas, a lot of information to memorize, and not memorize, but information to know and apply. I do not have personally these formulas memorized, and so I definitely wouldn't expect you to have them memorized, but they'll be at your fingertips. Yeah, so on the other hand, you can't walk into an exam and expect to be able to solve the exam by learning the material in class just because you have open book and open notes. We certainly will talk about that more in greater detail as we move forward, but you'll come to understand why we do it this way. I will post our PowerPoint slides after class. I believe I already said that. I want you to be able to come to class and focus on the information at hand, and then use the PowerPoints afterwards to help reinforce, fill in the material. And sometimes these PowerPoint slides are being developed even in class. I'll make changes often, so I'll post those slides after class. Since I'm in the office, my office door is open all the time. If you have any questions, if you're in the Coffin building, please don't hesitate to stop in and see me. My job is to answer your questions. And if you ever have any questions, stop in, call me, email me. I'll be glad to answer your questions. Need you to come to class. Come to every class. If that was the one thing I could ask you to do more than any other, do come to every class. Of course, if you bring your cell phone, have it turned off or muted, and be on time. I will be on time. I'll start class at the appointed time. I'll end it on time. I'll not keep you late, and I'll be here to help you learn in whatever you need to do. In a few minutes. Additionally, I'll have a video posted here shortly that I'll need you to look at for Lesson 1, give you the instruction and guidance for Lesson 1. But we're ready to go. This course schedule with all the exam dates is online. You'll be able to see that. And I would ask that you come to class in our first lesson with any questions that you have about the syllabus or anything that I've said. I'll spend just a few minutes and then we'll dive right into solving problems. So I look forward to this semester at Management 3320. It's going to be a great semester. And so I look forward to meeting you and getting to know you. And we'll certainly see you very soon. Thanks. Look for the next lesson on instructions for Lesson 1.